Hey, what is going on, dudes? My name is ImFr3ke, and today this video is going to be about bugs, and yes, they do in fact bite. So what is going on, dudes? Today is going to be that episode of Story Times. Now, if you guys are new to the Story Time series, I do this once in a while where I tell a story where all my subscribers can get a snack, get a drink, and listen up to a story that I'm about to bring to you guys today. It's a great story. And if you missed any of the other Story Times video, there'll be a link in the description below if you guys want to go check them out after this video. I have about 7 episodes of Story Time on my channel. Some of them are really, really good, so you guys should make sure to go check them out. I lived in a haunted house before, and I've had some girlfriend problems and stuff like that, and talk about piercings and stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to go check out the link below after this video. Now, today, what are we going to be talking about? Okay, so today we're talking about bed bugs. Now, bed bugs are a real thing. You know when your mom's, tucking you in at night when you're like 6 or 5 years old. She's like, okay, honey, go to bed. There you go, get a little kiss on your cheek, and you got a little warm milk next to you. And, okay, honey, don't let the bed bugs bite. That is a thing. Bed bugs are a real thing. Now, if you thought that was an urban myth, and it was just like something that people said, like, to your kids when they go to bed, it is an actual thing that happens. And there's actual things called bed bugs. Now, how does one get bed bugs, right? How does that happen? Well, bed bugs come from not exchanging the cloth on your bed, per se. So basically, if you're not changing your sheets, and you're a sweaty person, you're leaving a lot of skin left over on your bed. There's a lot of it, and if you're not changing that bi-weekly or just weekly, it's gonna get really, really nasty, and you're gonna create, a whole bunch of nasty stuff in the bed, and it's just gonna smell horrible. And I don't know why you didn't change your bed sheets, but it's gonna happen. Now, if your house in general isn't very clean, let's say you're living in a poverty area, it's most likely that's going to happen to you. The people that get cockroaches, the people that get bugs in their house all the time, it's most likely that you're going to get it. But the thing is, you can't really just get bed bugs. They're usually like something that's transmitted. It's like a disease for beds, pretty much. Now, you have it transmitted over from another house. They can easily travel on you. They can easily travel on clothes. And right when they reach the bed, they populate like wildfire. It's amazing how fast they can produce these young little motherfuckers that come around and bite you everywhere. And yes, they do in fact bite. And if you ever wake up in the middle of the night and you have little red bumps all over your legs and or arms and you feel pretty itchy, you might want to check your mattress for bed bugs. So yeah, let's get right into the episode today for story time. I just wanted to give you guys what bed bugs are in the beginning, so let's head into it. So basically, a friend of mine lived in an apartment, right? He lived in an apartment that was kind of ghetto, kind of run down, with his girlfriend and then the girlfriend's family and stuff like that. And I'd go over there every once in a while just to chillax and, just have a good time and hang out with them. So that was pretty much what we did. All we did was hang out there. Now, this apartment was pretty ghetto. The couches and the beds and the house was just a mess. It was like an episode of Hoarders going into it, pretty much. And it always smelled like smoke in there. It's pretty disgusting, to be honest. You always got a headache after leaving the place. But so there was bed bug incident in the apartment, and it spread throughout the apartment rooms. Now, me being a cool kid, thinking that I could still go there, not getting bed bugs, I decided to go there, and I did not know I had bed bugs. Now, we didn't know that I had bed bugs for about probably 5 months, because there was a shit ton. Now, 5 months later, it's during winter time. It's like pushing December or January, and this was about a year ago, mind you. So this is like 2014 January, and long and behold, we're talking about bed bugs. The conversation comes up, and with my friends that, he lives in that apartment now, and we're talking about bed bugs again because they said they have bed bugs once again, even though they got it clean. Now, having bed bugs is very, very difficult to get rid of. It is super difficult, and you don't want to make sure, that's not getting transferred to other rooms, obviously. Otherwise, then it's just going to be horrible, and they can get in the walls and everything like that. So, 6 months later, 5 months later, whatever it is, we basically sit down, and he's like, hey, the apartment got bed bugs again. You better watch out, and that's why we're here, and we're not, transmitting them over and stuff, and we want to change our clothes and change the sheets all the time. And I'm like, oh, damn, I wonder if I have bed bugs. So basically, I go upstairs, and I'm checking the bed just to make sure that I don't have bed bugs or anything. And long and behold, we lift up the mattress for just like, a couple seconds, we see some dead little black things on there, and then we check under the mattress, and we check in the lining of the mattress where there's a seam where it's like sewed together. It's filled. It's like there's been a metropolis that's been made on my bed. It's disgusting. I've never thought I'd ever see something so gross in my entire life. It was really, really bad because they're crawling everywhere, and it's like a beehive. If you guys have ever seen a beehive or a whole bunch of spiders clustered together, it was like that, but more intense, where they're all super tiny and they're all vicious and all wanting to suck your blood. Basically, they're like little vampires. They're evil little fuckers. And it's so hard to kill them. First of all, we decided that we'd throw a smoke bomb in. Not like a smoke grenade, but like pretty much. It was like a bug bomb, right? And we figured out later that you're not supposed to do that with bed bugs because they can disperse and go to the other side of the room. And we're like, what the fuck? We come in here, it smells like shit. The whole place just smells awful. My room's just awful. It's just disgusting smelling. And we figured out that they did disperse. They went inside the seams of the walls, and some of them died, granted that, but there's still a whole bunch on the mattress. So what we had to do is we had to get rid of the mattress. We literally had to throw it outside that night. We had to somehow get and clean everything. We got a vacuum, tried sucking up all the seams, try to get rid of every little bug that could possibly be hanging on this mattress, or if there's any inside of it or anything like that. And we immediately threw it outside. We just wanted to get rid of that as quick as possible. I wanted to start it on fire personally, because anything I see like that, I want to start that bitch on fire, because that's scary. That is a scary time to have that many bugs living inside your bed when you've been living on this bed for the past 6 months, and they've probably been populating and having sex and having all this crazy orgy fun super time and building cities and stuff. I've had that happening while I was sleeping, and I remember waking up in that 6 months period thinking that I was like, wow, I'm getting really kind of itchy, and I always felt like there's something crawling on me at the middle of the night, but I always thought maybe it was like a spider or something, and I shouldn't worry about it. But then when we found that out, I was like, crap. So every time that I'm thinking that I've been getting bit and or something running on me, it's been these little motherfuckers. They've just been everywhere. And it just wasn't a great experience for me overall. So what we ended up doing, and this is the best thing you could possibly do in a bed bug situation. What you want to do is you want to get these crushed, they're like crushed seashell oceans or something. I don't know what they're really called, but it's basically a crustacean that's been crushed up into a powder, and it makes the ground dry enough because these bed bugs live off moisture. They live off like the blood flow, they live off any moisture that's being built up like sweat, and they live up in that area. So basically if you put a whole bunch of this dust down, it's pretty much called like sea dust, basically, and it's just all crustaceans crust up. You throw it all over the carpet. My carpet was destroyed. It was just Dustville. I still have dust on my trim of my walls right now after a year because this stuff does not come off. I had dust on my Xboxes. I had dust on my everything pretty much because it would just go all through the room. If you had a fan going on, it would disperse, and this dust would not come off. You try getting a rag, it just smears it. It's like the grossest dust ever. So basically, these bugs were going to die from that. Either way, if they went on the carpet, they're dead. There's no way. We sprinkled it all over the bed frame, and finally, we kind of waited a week. We waited a week at first, and I think I slept in the downstairs living room for about a month before I could actually come back up here and live. And we bought a whole new mattress. We got a whole new bed, well, not a bed frame, but we cleaned out the whole bed frame. We put alcohol on it just to make sure that any living little bed bug is gonna die. So basically we got the bed bugs drunk by pouring a whole bunch of alcohol on it, and basically just destroyed my whole room in the process. I remember just vacuuming every single day, trying to get as much bed bugs up as possible. They were just crawling everywhere. Just think of the most craziest movie scene with bugs and them crawling everywhere. That's what my room was like, and it was utterly disgusting. Thank God they didn't like spread everywhere else because that would have just been horrible. But that's my bedbug story. We pretty much destroyed these little fuckers, and we put down like little traps and stuff. Pretty much my room has been a bug-free zone for a year and a half now. As long as it's been like a year and a half now since this incident actually happened. So thank God I don't have any more bed bugs. I'm not in the mood to have more bed bugs. I don't even want to have spiders in my room. I don't even think I've seen a spider in about a year. Just because if they do cross into my room, they're like, oh, what is this crap? There's shit everywhere. This tastes like shit. And they're like freaking out. It's just a nasty time for bugs. But hopefully you guys have never experienced bed bugs before. It is a horrible time. If this is your first time coming and you want to learn something about bed bugs, hopefully you'll learn something about it. Bed bugs are real, people. Bed bugs are a real thing, and they will come and bite you, and they will populate, and they will make a little city on you called, Little City Virgin, and they'll be everywhere in about a couple months. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. This has been another Story Times video on my channel. Drop a like on it if you would. Make sure to go check out any of the other Story Times if you missed them in the link in the description. And I guess I'll catch your freaky faces in the next video. Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is Freak, and welcome to Q&A Fridays episode 94. And we got some great questions coming from you guys in the comment section below last week's video. But if you guys are new to the series, the weekly series that I do on my channel, one of my subscribers